Hello, folks. What's up? It's your boy T Stokes coming to you from my big studio that I got. It's just my bedroom. But it's okay. One day I will have a studio. All right. All right. Okay, guys. Today's message is another piece, is another story. 10 minutes of my life. All right. I'm going to give y'all this story. I haven't taped it. It's very emotional. So just ride with me on this story, okay? In my lifetime, I used to live a very fast life. The fast life that I used to live, I used to be a drug dealer. I used to hustle. Situation that happened to me one night was I went to a club, and me and the fellas, me and my friends, we was at the point that the club was about to end and it was about to let out, and I just was tired, ready to go home, and we went on and we dispersed. But when I got to my car, my tire was flat. I had 26s on my car, and so I got to a point where I'm like, God, I can't change no tire 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I come to the point of, what do I do? I don't want to ride with one of my homeboys. My homeboy said, hey, man, you just take my car. Just meet up with me in the morning. I'll help you going to get that tire taken care of. So what I did is I jacked the car up. We took the tire off, threw it in there. I was going to take it by Harris Tire in the morning and going to get that taken care of. Brand new tire. So as I'm on my way home, I'm driving, I'm riding on the highway. I see this truck pull up beside me. And, we're on the highway going 55, 60 miles an hour. I didn't think nothing of it, but they just kept going, catching up with me and then falling back, catching up with me and falling back. So I'm not understanding, like, what's going on? So this lifestyle, like I stated, that I lived, I surely found out exactly what was about to happen to me. So I was at the point where the car pulls up and the window comes down just about halfway, and it's really dark inside of the truck. And it was like a pickup truck, but it was really nice stuff. It was black, had really dark tinted windows. It was a truck that I didn't recognize. All of a sudden, a gun comes out of the window. I see the barrel of a gun. And the first thing that came to my mind, I was thinking, like, wow, God, I know this is not happening to me. Please just find a way for me to get out of this type of situation. And as I looked in the rearview mirror, a grandmother that had passed away many, many years prior, she said, get ready. They're about to come. I didn't understand this, and I wasn't freaked out or scared about the point that I see my grandmother that's been dead over 10, 15 years. But I just didn't want my life to be taken in a situation that I know I didn't do anything. So the shots rang out, and I'm ducking in the car and I'm swerving all over the highway, and the back window busts out. Your typical movie back window busts out, and the high-speed chase still arises, and I really, I hit the gas even harder. And I get to the point where I said, well, God, if this is where you want to end it, come and get me now. But he had a better plan for me. So as the car was riddled with bullets and I turned down one street and I'm getting off the highway, I go to an area that I'm not familiar with, Boonesboro. So as I'm making it out to this area that I'm not that familiar with, I get lost in my own town that I grew up. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there. But I'm kind of not understanding, like, how I don't know where I'm at. So I go behind an abandoned building and they follow me. And I drive all the way up to this gate and I jump on the hood of the car, and that's when I could hear them, get him, get him. and they're shooting as I'm climbing the fence, and not one of those bullets hit me. I didn't get struck by a bullet until I came on the other side of the fence, and I go to run, and when I ran, I heard pew! It kind of hit me in the leg, and I was now injured. I was hurt. I ran into this abandoned building not knowing, I had never even seen this place, didn't know where I was at, where I was going, if it was rats, homeless people, or anything. But that was not of the essence. That was not of a matter at that moment. You see, now I'm at the point in my life that I'm hurt. Now it's survival. So, very coincidental, I could hear the guys, and I was just on the other side of it, say, "Did we get them?" He said, "Yeah." So they jump back in the truck and they leave. The car that I've been driving, my friend's car, is still running. It's riddled with bullets, glasses bust all out. But I started breathing really, really slow for some reason. And I could feel that something had happened to me, but I don't know what exactly happened. You see, I've been shot in the leg. And now I'm having doubts about my life. The two most points that scare me the most is that I was shot, I was bleeding, and I didn't know how to even tell somebody where I was at. So I called someone that helped raise me, my grandmother, my other grandmother. The first thing that she said, "Grandson, what are you going through?" And as I'm behind this building bleeding out of my leg, I said, "Grandmother, I need you more than anything right now." And she said, "I've been praying for you, son. I don't know what it is, but I've been praying for you." So she tells me that ordeal, and she gets me in the car because I couldn't find out who would know where I was at. So I tell her kind of circumference of what I seen last, and she says, "I know where exactly where. It's an abandoned building." I was like, "Yes, ma'am." My grandmother was there in less than 10 minutes. She didn't live too far from that location. So as I get in the car with her, she takes a quick look at my leg and sees that it's a lot of flesh, it's a lot of bone that's broken up. She said, "Let's get you to the hospital." As I lay in the back of the seat, I sit back and I say to myself, "Lord, please don't take me. I'm on the way to be saved." And he says, "I'm going to give you this second chance." Because the second chance is what we need in life. That second chance. But sometimes us as human beings, we destroy our second chances by continuing to do what we did in the first chance. So I make it to the hospital just in time. I've lost a lot of blood, and they go into surgery. So they fix and sew up and take out fragments and put me all in this boot, special boot. And I'm sent home a day or two later. So the lesson in this is that God gives you a second chance. Use it and use it wisely. Do not continue to do the things that you did from the first chance, because God honestly may not always give you another chance. I learned from my mistakes. I turned away from violence. I turned away from the games of selling drugs. I stayed in school and I got my education. So if I can share that one thing with somebody out there that's looking at this, I was shot, but I didn't allow it to get me down. I didn't allow it to control me. I literally got to a point where I was tired. And I asked God, if you do and you give me this second chance, I promise you I'll turn away from it. That's exactly what happened. He showed me that a better life is on the way. So use your second chance, guys. Continue to strive towards greatness. Make your next move your best move. Live every day by purpose and not by the almighty dollar, because the almighty dollar is a minor fix to your major situation. It's your boy T Stokes. Be blessed.